Hey, it's me, Jeff Kaplan Jr., future Overwatch lead in 2050, and I'm gonna bring you guys StarCraft 3. Would that work? Would that be anything?
I did not hear that joke. You cut in and out.
I think my Jeff Kaplan Jr. voice was too quiet that my microphone didn't want to do it. It was like, nah, fuck this one. It was bad.
Technology is suppressing the Jeff Kaplan Jr. impression.
Technology says that joke should be quarantined too.
Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Straight into the Scarlet Halls. I'm Slidewhistle.
I am Immunization.
And I'm Aaron, Fire Mage Extraordinaire and Horde Punching Bag.
And we went from being like, coronavirus is looking pretty bad to, I'm not leaving the house for 14 days because my work said I can't. Woo!
And my work said that I have to work from home for at least 14 days, at which point they will assess whether or not they will let us come into the office again. So yay, self-quarantine.
Don't worry, everyone. My boss, in a meeting that happened on site today, assured us that we do have to work from home, but it's not because he's worried. It's because the board will be on my ass if you don't.
Wow.
Thanks.
At least he's honest, I guess.
He is a staunch Republican who said, people get sick, people die. It's not a big thing, but the board will be on my ass, so stay home.
Well, I guess it's better than him ignoring the board, I guess.
Yeah, I'll work from home, which is cool by me, because instead of noodling around and just drinking mass amounts of coffee, now I can do that and play WoW.
It's actually pretty funny. My work, Aaron, I don't think I told you this yet. They are taking volunteers. If anybody wants to stay the night for maximum of 14 days at work, because we're in Chicago and they might do a, what's it called? Shelter in place. So they're like, if you want to come into work and not leave.
Where you can't leave.
Let it be known that the volunteer list was very short. Can you imagine living at your work for 14 days? I thought about it.
I would think that I would hate that. It depends on whether or not you can bring things that you would want to do at home so that you could do them during your downtime.
Oh, you definitely could. It's just that you'd be sleeping in some random office because it's not like a hotel. It's just a regular university building. What?
Yeah, and I feel like the coworkers I was with would make fun of me, and then I couldn't run away because we're all stuck in the same environment. So it's are you gonna come back and do the expense reports with your weak CC game?
I don't think so, fucking William. I feel like a bad person. I logged into my...
Just in general?
About
WoW.
Just about WoW. It's about WoW. We fucked up. I fucked up, really. I logged onto my Demon Hunter, Slidewhistle, for the first time in a very long time. Approximately, I guess, 26 days. And when I logged in, I saw that we had mail from a listener that was about to expire in 4 days.
Wow, and you only went to check this character's mail because you were excited about Demon Hunter again because of Hearthstone, right?
So I logged into my Demon Hunter, and it turns out we had mail from a listener named Shamuni, who's on Proudmoore, because if you send in-game mail, it's got to be on Proudmoore, I'm pretty sure.
He was one of our own boys, and you let him languish.
We don't have a gender.
Weeks.
It could have been a female. It could be Shamuni, could be a hot lady who could be Sexiest NPC one of these days.
If he or she tries, they can achieve it. I believe in them.
But the mail says, subject, podcast. And then the body is, I really enjoyed the show, guys. Keep it up. Add me. Shamuni need a last min fill-in. ! Thank you all for keeping me entertained. Truck driver from South Carolina. Hell yeah. And was Shamuni trying to get a spot on the podcast? Is that what that was?
Shamuni's season 2. I'm in.
Well, maybe Shamuni heard that we might need a few replacements now and then because of Animal Crossing coming out, or maybe Slide is, stuck at work for 14 days, which would probably be 2 podcasts.
This could also be when I was still guild recruiting. If it's a mail from that long ago, maybe they're trying to join the guild. Shimuni, if you're out there and you want to join the guild, just let me know. I can get you in here. I just need clarification on what you meant. But I appreciate the mail. I already responded in-game because I felt so bad that this message hung for 26 days in the air.
Man, it's always exciting to hear that we have news from our fans, and we always encourage them to send us stuff, but then we're so bad that we don't even check.
Exactly. Like, this was during the era of, like, we got our first mail. And then Shimuni kind of logged in and checked, like, did it go through? Oh, I swear I sent Slide something a week ago.
Oh, man. Shimuni, I love you.
Yeah, we love you. You're a super fan from now and forever. We're so sorry because you probably were amongst the first to speak to us, and we were just like, it's on Slidewhistle. That guy doesn't count.
He's dead. I guess we can get into what we did in WoW, and I'll start because I was already talking about it. So I did so much because, I mean, as most of you know, we're all quarantining to stay safe, keep our elderly people safe from coronavirus. So I'd had nothing to do but play WoW for the past, 2 days because Animal Crossing's not fucking out yet. And so on my main Alan, my Death Knight, I ran through all of the ways to Conquest Cap. I got him a ring that sucks, doesn't do anything. My Mythic Cache was pretty... my gear was corrupted as it always is, but it had a fucking socket, and it was rank 3 corruption, so it's killing it.
Ooh.
This motherfucker was literally 13% of my DPS last night. People were congratulating me in chat after a boss. They were like, "Oh my god, congrats on the piece!" And I was like, "How do they fucking know? Are they all stalking me?" Because literally everyone was like, "How is this Death Knight beating us?" And they saw that it was doing so much of my damage that they fucking patted me on the back for it. And then I went on my Demon Hunter because of the Hearthstone announcement. And I actually spent the better time of today gearing him up. I did LFR on him, which was kind of stinky. And I ran some time walking dungeons. I need 2 more and I get him some gear. He's sitting at 420 now. Blaze it. So I actually...
Weed number!
Oh, that's coming up. Hey, what day is that? It could be a podcast day. So he's looking pretty geared up. I think he'll be ready for the alt raid on weekend. Though again, Animal Crossing. And I also I took advantage finally. Have you guys seen the currency that you can collect for Mother? Oh, I guess you guys wouldn't. Never mind, because it's more of an alt thing for getting your essences. Does it drop for you guys, the new currency?
Yeah, it drops for me. It's just that, basically any kind of content you do, this new currency drops, and then, when you open your Mythic Cache for the week, it's there too.
I have not seen it, but maybe I have not been doing the correct stuff?
Yeah, so how it works is it's called something of Nyalotha. I don't think it's Echoes of Nyalotha. But this currency drops from doing all kinds of content, and you can turn in 500 of them to Mother in the Chamber of Heart, and you can pick up a rank 3 essence that your main already has, or another account already has. But, if you don't have... So, I bet you anything Aaron actually hasn't seen it, because all of Aaron's specs are DPS. Yes,
because I would say I have not. And also, I don't think I've... If this is a thing that helps out alts, I have not played an alt in, 2 months.
Yeah, and I think the only reason that you're seeing it immune is because you have a healing spec and a DPS spec. So your DPS spec can use it, so it's dropping for you.
I guess I don't know the requirements of what you have to do in order to start acquiring it, but I do know that I have a decent amount of it already.
Well, let me fucking tell you, Blizzard really kind of dropped the ball with it. So, obviously I'm playing on Alan, my Death Knight, right? And he's the one who doesn't have all the essences. That's my mage. My mage has all of my essences to unlock. So I log on Tuesday. I wake up and I go to my cache and I loot my Mythic Cache and I loot my PvP chest and I don't get any Echoes of Nyalotha. And I thought I was supposed to. I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe it's bugged or whatever. I checked Twitter and apparently Blizzard had put out a statement or a tweet an hour or 2 hours after reset that basically said, oh, by the way, if you want to pick up the new currency, log on to your main first and then log on to your alt and then open your boxes, because then you get the currency. If you only log in as your alt and open your boxes, they won't have any currency inside of them. And for some reason, they tweeted this after the reset and not before it. So I lost out on like 500 resources that I could have used to get an instant free essence. And I couldn't do it because they waited until after to tell anybody.
And it's so weird because then they sent me them in the mail. They said, "Oh, we goofed up. We forgot Slidewhistle's Echoes of Essences. Can you get these to him?" And I said, "Never."
So that's where they all fucking went, huh? They went to you?
Mm-hmm. Fucking Papa Steen. He's rolling in those echoes.
Papa Steen doesn't need them. Does he even have a Heart of Azeroth?
He does, but it's like item level 1.
Ugh.
He's not even 120, and he's got all your essences. He doesn't even know what they are.
That's bullshit. Well, I guess since Aaron's already thieving my essences, he can talk about what he did in WoW this week.
This week in WoW, I continued my efforts towards being the lore master. I started in Wrath of the Lich King. Didn't do a whole bunch of it, but I was like, I'm starting. And then did my dailies on my main. And I don't know why I say on my main, because I guess I didn't actually play as an alt, but I was like, I wonder what I can do with an alt now. So that's where I'm currently at. It was a very standard week for Jaboy.
Ooh, standard.
The old standard. But I will excuse myself to listen to what Immunization did this week in Warcraft.
Well, this week in WoW, I did like an array of my typical things, but I also did a 15 key with the guildies like the night before reset, like late in the middle of the night, which is a little weird because, you know, no normal work hours, so I've been staying up later than normal.
Party boys.
Ooh, you're a bad kid.
I'm telling Mom.
I might have to get a little taste of that lifestyle.
Other than the mythics and all my dailies and things, something interesting, well, not interesting, and I hated doing it, but I'm glad that I did it. I cleaned out my bags, which took a long time, but not only did I clean out my bags, I like sent all the stuff that I've been holding on to all my alts and went through all of my alts bags and like put on all the T-Mog that I've been sending them for like months and months and months. So I got like 100 new appearances of different kinds.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that took way longer than it should have, and I probably should have been doing it like as I've been sending them, but like I don't know, for some reason as soon as I send a mail I forget about it.
I feel that. Alan just recently received 4 mails that had expired to all my alts that were filled with gear that was transmog. So like leather, cloth, and mail gear all just came back to him, and I was like, ooh, I didn't ever check them. And that's, wait, what if more fan mail was sent to me and expired and I just missed it?
Oh no.
Oh shit, the truth come out.
I guess we should say that if you want to send us in-game mail, you should send it to our mains. So that's for me, actually, Immunization, and for you guys.
Yeah, send it to me, not anal, but Alan. That's how I remember it.
Send it to Growliina with 2 eyes, because that's my name. That's how I remember it.
And if you sent mail and it expired, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to imagine it read something like this. Your podcast is amazing, and I love it. So that was just the end-all, be-all for all past mails that may have expired. So there, now we're covered.
Yes, great listeners. Glad to know that you're swept away by that vague blanket statement.
So raid this week was pretty standard, right? We didn't do anything that crazy, just really a regular reclear.
Yeah, and we got Nazoth down to his final phase, so we're making steady progress. And then last night in raid we cleared up to right before Il'gynoth, so I assume tonight we'll clear Il'gynoth and Carapace, and then we'll, have a decent amount of time to make some more progress on N'Zoth himself.
And I can tell you, I was very much more a fan of this week's rating than last week's rating, because last night I had hot hands in a game of dice. I got like 3 or 4 pieces of armor. I was like, hell yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You just reminded me. How could I forget? Everyone and their fucking mother got the Vita trinket off Raw Den.
the ever elusive Vita trinket. I got one. You got one. Like literally, so many were gotten that it was like people were whispering each other, like, "Do you need that?" Like, or rather, like, "Do you need one? Do you need one? I don't need this."
I've never heard so many of us be so happy at once. Like, everyone was like literally cheering the amount of trinkets we had, because it's everyone's best in slot like trinket. I'm pretty sure. Like, it's just so universally good for
I don't know
DPS.
about mine.
Yeah, a Fire Mage, I'm not sure on what yours is.
If only because it buffs up haste, and I'd have to check Icy Veins, but haste has never been something we particularly care about. That in Critical Strike.
Yeah, I'll check your Blood Mallet during our break that we take, and then we'll
whoa,
get back to it.
That's personal business, sir.
We're going behind.
You can't just look at another man's blood mallet unless you're a doctor.
I'm fucking looking at your Blood Mallet, boy.
I mean, we've all seen each other's blood mallets, right?
That's what makes us true friends.
Who hung out this weekend? We didn't talk about that. We hung out.
Yeah, we did it. We did it in a very safe, COVID-19 friendly way. Snacks were delivered on individualized plates. Everyone maintained a 6-foot radius, but it was nice and fun still.
Yeah, we did not go out to the bars, and we could not, if we wanted to, go and see the river dyed because they didn't do it. And they also canceled the parade, which is good. Like, I appreciate that they did that.
That's fine. We dyed our own bathtub green with some dye that Aaron brought.
Boy, oh boy, what a real hoot.
So while we're talking about COVID-19, there's a little bit of speculation about whether or not BlizzCon will be held this year. I know it's a little later than a lot of the other events that have already been canceled. I know that Slide and I bought some tickets for some concerts in June that we are just waiting on the day that they'll tell us that they've been canceled due to this. And basically everything has been canceled. Even WrestleMania this year is being held in the Performance Center with no crowd.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so fucking weird.
Even Mania, the bastion of sin and filth that it is.
But some interesting digging that Brian or Ro did and tweeted about a few weeks ago. He said that he noticed that, like, not only might BlizzCon be canceled because of the spread of this virus, but also because it seems that BlizzCon has not booked the Anaheim Convention Center for it during their normal first weekend of November slot.
And that's like the only place it's ever been, right?
Yeah, it's only been at the Anaheim. I guess the dates were different in like the early years. I mean, I guess really only recently, the past 4 or 5, I feel like, did they start becoming November 1st and 2nd. The fact that they haven't booked it for this year, I don't see a reason to break that trend. I feel like everyone pretty much is like, oh yeah, BlizzCon's will be November. So I think that is actually pretty indicative of like a gap year this year. They have skipped one before, and the reason was basically the same reason. They're like, well, we don't have a lot to talk about, so what's the point? And we are going to be in a weird in between. Like, Overwatch 2 is going to be fucking how long? Like 2050 or whatever?
Yep, 2050. It's weird that Jeff would come out and announce it now when his son has to take over because he'll be an old man.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting too because they announced Overwatch 1 4 years before Overwatch 1 actually was playable or something like that. Like at BlizzCon, it took them that long. So I assume that all the Overwatch panels would again just them be talking about their progress. So I don't think it'll be ready by then. So it makes sense if that reason they don't have anything to talk about for that. But then also Shadowlands will have just come out, so it's kind of I agree with what Ro is saying in his tweets that it kind of feels like it is, in addition to the fact that they didn't book it, in addition to the fact that it might still be dangerous to hold the event, but also with all of their franchises, it feels like it fits into just not having one this year.
Now, do you think it's the year? Do you think StarCraft 3 is going to be dropping?
No. Hey, it's me, Jeff Kaplan here. 2050 is going to be my year, everybody.
Oh, wow. That sensual close-up Jeff Kaplan Jr. action. I feel like he's softly mumbling in a hockey jersey right next to me.
What if he actually has a son named Jeff Kaplan Jr. and like this is just really fucking creepy?
Well, we've already
that we called
well,
it.
we've already said that we have theories about Ian's offspring, right? Remember when we talked about his clone?
Oh, I needed a reminder. I completely forgot.
I was like, did we talk about like Mark Hazakostas?
No, we basically implied that there is an Ian 2.0 that's being cloned in a lab or something like that. So that we already have 2 of them lined up for the future franchises. So we are good to go. The future of Blizzard is bright.
We need a fucking Wikipedia to keep all of our fucking lore straight, because even we can't remember it all. I do feel like this actually probably is a year where we're going to go BlizzCon-less. Because, I mean, everything lined up, as Rose said, having no center booked, and then just like the wild news that we have already, and we already know like what's not coming out and what is coming out. There's not really a reason to have it, I guess, which kind of sucks because I love BlizzCon.
Yeah, but I guess my wallet will thank me.
Oh God, will it?
Now, having never gone, and you boys having gone multiple times, if it was just a convention of updates, like no big announcements, just genuine updates, and everyone's there and stuff like that, do you think you would still be interested? Or do you think it's the new announcements that really gets you there?
So it's a combination of both. Like that definitely is a big part of it, but I just like the atmosphere. I like going there. I like seeing all the cosplay, all the different panels. It's just a fun place to be. Like
just an area where you can turn to any single person and talk about World of Warcraft is absolutely insane. Like you're in line. Oh, hey, do you play WoW? Oh yeah, I'm a paladin on Airy Peak, and let me tell you about my fucking guild. And like, there's nowhere else you can really get that feeling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of big crowds and people with beer and fur, I'm gonna pull up Timewarp.
Are you talking about my family reunion?
Yeah. Hope y'all can name the whole Wings clan. I know Aaron can't. Okay, so these two have 40 seconds to give as many correct answers to my question as they can. Are you two ready?
I guess.
Yes.
Ooh, I didn't have my phone and timer ready, so now I have it ready. It's close.
I mean, even when you've had it before, it doesn't matter.
Bitch, don't worry, it's ready this time. Okay, now my finger's on the clock. You boys will have 40 seconds to answer. How many named Pandarans can you name? Ready, set, go.
Isa,
Terranzu, Lili,
Loremaster Cho,
Chen, Stormstout,
Lili, Metaloid,
Booty HW,
Lil Quinoa.
Wait, how? This is embarrassing. There's probably a lot, but like,
yeah. Jojo Ironpaw, Ban Selman,
Time! I'm not gonna lie, you guys said a lot of names at the beginning, and I could not catch all of them. So this is gonna have to be a edit and post, figure out who won.
See you later, me.
Ooh, wait, you mean later as in like you won or you lost?
I'm just saying that this will be a healthy cutaway to me. Haha, hello! Editor Aaron of the future here to tell you the results of this time warp. So, with a healthy 4-3. I actually took it. Immunization got Isa Cloudsinger, G Firepaw, and Loremaster Cho. Whereas I got Terran Zoo, Lily, Chen Stormstout, and Past Me Called It, one with JoJo Ironbrow. Back to you boys in the studio.
I'm going to congratulate
Aaron
on their victory over
Immunization.
and also take a drink with them. The winner.
Wow, I'm going to drink, even though I feel like that was a pretty clutch pull with JoJo Ironpaw.
Yeah, I think that might have either tied it or won it. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Aaron won this, so I am drinking my White Claw.
Mine's black cherry flavor. What flavor is yours?
Mine is natural lime.
Natural lime, opposed to what? Artificial lime? Is that a flavor they have?
I don't know. It says natural lime on it.
What the fuck? What is that? Mine just says black cherry, not natural black cherries.
Girl, that means you getting the artificial black cherry, you feel?
Fuck.
I'm drinking a big fat tire.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Did you guys realize that the coalescing essences that you have to turn in for your keys to Rathion, apparently there's no cap anymore on how many you can carry?
Yeah, you discovered that on accident yesterday. Like, when did they patch this in? Because I feel like it used to be a cap of, what was it, 25k?
It was 25k as of even 2 weeks ago.
I guess when they made the change that made the keys obtainable past 5 and not stackable, they made it so you can carry infinite amounts of coalescing essences, which I guess means you can stop having to buy 5 and have 5 in your bags, and you can just let your essences build up until you just want to buy a key and use it, which is nice. But do we not have the technology to make keys stack? Like, what's the problem there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if they don't fucking just let us stack them in our bags, I guess this is the solution. I don't really understand the problem of letting us stack them. There's so many things that are stackable.
We will do anything to not stack those keys.
Like,
When you log in, you get them for free like a gachapon game, but you can't stack them.
it just changed the item coding. Like, I don't get it. Like, what? Why are they trying so hard to make me have 5 in my bag? Because I have 4 still, and I'm like,
Gary Malcolms of IT knew how to do it, and he left last week for vacation. We're panicking.
oh god, Gary, please come back.
Just give us a key ring, then we can slide them all on.
What fucking year is it? 2005? Are you playing Classic WoW over there? You nasty? You nasty?
Oh, girl, you know I've never played that.
Guys, can you hold up? My soulstone bag's getting kind of heavy.
Oh no, the soul shards. The shards!
Irakoa?
Well, because I said the shards, and that reminded me of Apex's shards, and so then I made the Irakoa noise because it was tangentially related and like 3 factors away.
And that's what we in the business call a well-crafted goof-em-up. Okay, and with that 15-minute tangent down, it's time for Growliina on the Prowlina.
Oh, fuck, hell yeah!
Top of the morning to you listeners. It's your girl Growliina coming to you with another inside scoop. Today's guest is Grondar, who was just telling me they're excited for some strange thing called Animal Crossing. What is this crossed animal thing, Grondar?
It's a life-sim kind of game. You inhabit an island with other animal pals and have fun.
So you do daily activities with animal people?
Pretty much.
Well, how's that any different than here on Azeroth? We do chores day in and day out. You can hang out with a wolf dude, or a panda lady, or a fox person. I'm just saying, I'm not seeing a difference here.
Well, Animal Crossing is just a lot calmer of a feel.
What's not calm about killing the Horde? Helps me put my mind at ease, I'll tell you.
LOL, I guess I can't explain it. It's just fun.
Well, I'll never understand it. But I'll be here protecting Borealis while you and all these others cross your animals. Till next week, I've been Growliina. Well, that sure was some content. Thanks, Growliina.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Whoa.
Wow, really? That was the closest you could get? That's fair.
You did it.
Is that COVID-19, Growliina?
Yeah, that's her because she's not practicing proper social distancing.
She's not washing her paws.
So wash your hands, you nasties.
20 plus seconds every nook and crevice of those hands.
Make sure it's warm water. You don't want to be a Susan.
Okay, and with that, I'm going to take us into our new top favorite segment. DNR Thoughts.
Papa, tell us a story. Yes, Papa, a story.
How about you come and pull up a chair? These are DNR thoughts.
I want to kick us off on this week's DNR Thoughts with some more fucking fan mail. If you can believe it, we're 2 for 2. Technically 1 for 1, because one was from like 3 weeks ago. But who's counting? Not me.
Honestly, I'm so happy that people are interacting with us. It just like makes my day.
I think everyone's just home with coronavirus, so they had nothing else to do but talk to us for once.
DNR, we're the last stop on the train.
At least we are on that train route.
Okay, so here we go. I have mail. It says, Hey Slidewhistle, Aaron, and Immunization. Show's fucking great. Don't usually find myself laughing out loud from Warcraft podcast. Ouch, get 'em. But you guys consistently make it happen. I wanted to propose a D in our thoughts. And here it goes. Are y'all ready for this? If you could swap a race from each faction, who would it be? Who are you trading? And who are you choosing in return? Thanks for the show. Keep it up. Evander Lyle from Warmest Accord, a.k.a. Growlpatine, a.k.a. Growlular. Ooh, spicy.
Ooh,
Growlpatine.
So who are you guys trading? Like, who are you taking? Like, who would you willingly give away? And who would you take from the Horde in return?
Well, we know Aaron is gonna like instantly, as soon as he heard that he could trade somebody, he's like, Night Elf's out of here.
I was literally thinking, I started the question not thinking which Horde race I preferred, but which Horde race I can get to get the Night Elves out of here.
Oh, God. Fuck you. All right, Aaron. Fucking start us off then.
I think that I would be willing to change Forsaken for Night Elves.
Huh, that's an interesting take. Why did you choose the Forsaken?
Yeah, seriously, why?
I think
as a Worgen who should
makes,
be everything against them, do you want them on your team now?
I think it makes the most sense narratively because the Forsaken are just humans. I could definitely see some sort of storyline where it's like, oh, like we'll take them back because they're just our fallen brothers and sisters. Whereas the Night Elves don't have a home, but also live on this wrong continent, so it's easy to sort of get rid of them.
Now, would you say this response in front of your father, Gen Greymane, and your mother, Blank Greymane? What's her name again? Mia Greymane.
Mia.
The Night Elves took in their people, and you would trade away their closest allies for their biggest enemies in the game?
I have always seen Gen's dependence on the Night Elves as a major flaw in his character.
Oh my, Gen is gonna flip his shit when he hears this. You know that, right?
At this point, I would like to think Gen's bigger problem is with Sylvanas herself, who is the distinct meanie. I'm saying, these new Reform Forsaken, if you guys want to come back and we can give your bunks, well, I mean, we'll fix you up, we'll staple a little bit more meat to you, but if you want to take some Night Elf bunks, I'd be more than willing to take you in.
Wow.
What about one of you two?
I'll go next. So not gonna lie, I have a little bit of a predicament about which one I want on our team, but immediately I'm like, Mechagnome, sorry, out of here, bye.
Damn, they just joined us.
So, and it's nothing against them in particular. It's just that I think that their models look really bad.
Diaper boys.
Yeah, so that's literally it.
They just joined us, you asshole.
I mean, it's nothing against like the race. It's just like the model is bad.
That's what my cousin said. Now he's in jail for race violence.
Oh no! Train noise!
Ooh.
Free train noise!
Ooh,
Race violence. What even is that?
But no, it's the diaper is bad. Out of here. Bye. So my thoughts are, I think the Volpera, I kind of want to say them, but I think I'm going to say the Nightborn, only because I personally felt really hurt that they chose the Horde over us when like we helped them just as much as the Horde did.
That's true.
That is very true. They kind of forsaked us for one flippant comment that Tyrande made. And I mean, you can go back to my forsake the Night Elf theory for that one.
But I guess the same could be said for the High Mountain. And maybe it would be cool to have High Mountain Tauren in the Alliance. And I'm sorry I'm like taking several of them, but like my official answer is the Nightborn.
That's fair. That's a pretty good one. I'm stuck between if I want to destabilize the Horde or if I want to take the easiest option that will be the easiest to take from the Horde.
Ooh, are you thinking of like taking the orcs so
Yes.
that they have nothing?
Yeah, if we take the orcs, they don't have anything. Like, they can't, like, all their structure's gone, all their cities are gone, their buildings are going to be terrible. But then I realized, what if instead we took the goblins? If we can buy out the goblins, which is easy, off of all the gold we have in Stormwind, then we take their engineering race, and they can no longer create their scientific creations, like that big cannon they have in Ajara, or their zeppelins, right? And the goblins were neutral up until Cataclysm, so they're probably more inclined to join us. And that just takes out a huge like department of their like defense area, right? Like all their science is basically gone. Science, I say with fucking quotes. And then I guess in exchange, I'll give them. I'm kind of torn. Originally I was gonna give them the Void Elves because they're icky, but I feel like Umbrix has really like been a strong ally for us, and I don't want to get choked out by weird shadow magic. So I guess
I can assure you that having done that part of the Visions of N'Zoth, it's stinky. He's a mean man.
I think I would probably give them the Lightforged Draenei for a couple of reasons. One, we already have Draenei. Yeah, sure, you have tattoos. Who cares? Two, the infighting that the Maghar and our girl Yrel would create in the Horde would be fucking insurmountable. They'd be just fighting fucking all day and night. Which again goes back to my first part where I destabilize the Horde with infighting. So that's my pick. I'm going to give away Lightforge and take the goblins.
Huh.
I do appreciate the metagaming behind your decision.
I mean, I will say that the Lightforge were my like second pick to send away, but that's only because I didn't feel like they were that different than normal Draenei.
I kind of wanted to save the Horde Pandaren from living a horrible life in slavery and like getting beat up like they always live, but they can choose, and they didn't have to choose Horde, so fuck them.
You know, I was gonna say, like, could our answer to this question have been to make Pandaren only alliance?
Yeah, it could have been, but like, again, with that choice, fuck them.
Yeah, honestly, fuck them. And I know so many people are like, well, but Chen helped forge Orgrimmar. And it's like, we all get high and make bad decisions every so often. His entire part in Warcraft 3 is him smoking the doob and making a bad decision. Don't follow him because of that.
Yeah, and if we completely erase the Pandaren Horde allegiance, we wouldn't have G Firepaw to hate on.
He would simply cease to exist.
What a loser.
Fuck him.
I hate you, G Firepaw. I hate
We
you.
hate you, G Firepaw.
Yuck. I have my own DNR thought that I thought of. Me and Immune were goofing around yesterday, and so you guys remember the episode in Hey Arnold when Mr. Wynn had a country album, right?
Yes. Hey Arnold, a DNR classic. Please continue.
Remember?
Time and time again, we raise the bar. We rewrite this podcast once more as a Hey Arnold podcast.
So remember when Mr. Wynn had a really good singing voice and he joined the Grand Ole Opry because he sang the song about his diamond ring and his country beans and whatever.
Yes.
Who could forget?
So imagine, now this is a crazy question. A, imagine you are Mr. Wynn, a Vietnam War veteran. Second, imagine that you are writing a country album song for an episode of Hey Arnold. 3, make that song WoW themed. What country album song would you sing that was WoW themed in the form of Mr. Wynn?
I've got a roaring, touring, scoring heart.
Mine would be, well, here I go again, leveling and all.
Aaron, let's hear a riff from your song, please.
I've got a roaring, scoring, touring heart from Camp Navitch. Is it Navitch? What was the name of the camp that we utterly destroyed and then covered up, like actual Native American history? It was like Navache, right?
Something like that. I don't remember
From
the exact
Camp Navache to Thunder Bluff, can't get enough of this roaring. What was it?
Tahoe.
From Camp Tahoe to Thunder Bluff, I just can't get enough of these country roads and wide open plains.
I think mine would be, I'm sick of all these whores sucking dick
They're just
in
out
my town.
They're just out on the streets, just sucking a peenie. This is a new level of comedy for Do Not Relent.
Yeah, we're really going on in. To be fair, since the quarantine, there has been significantly more horde in war mode. Has there not been? There's been so much more.
It's just because there's significantly more people playing, I think, and there's more horde than Alliance overall, I think.
I've been getting my ass beat day and night. Oh, I've been getting my ass beat day and night. See, it's something. It's something.
We'll workshop it. Maybe episode 100 will have that full album for you.
Ooh, can we please?
Oh, God. Let me put it on the Google Calendar.
No. Put it there as a joke, but not put joke next to it. Maybe if you're feeling for it.
I was going to say, like, the DNR country album when?
Well, I guess that was our DNR thoughts. If you guys have any DNR thoughts to send in to us, you can send them to us at donotRelentPod@gmail.com, much like Growliina/Grapatine did, and we'll read them because it makes us have to think less. You guys can be our content. How great does that sound, right?
Also, as previously established, if you send us anything, we will read it.
Literally anything. Unless it's like racist on that.
Sometimes 26 days later, but hey, who's counting?
26 days later. Prequel to the movie. 28 days later was a joke.
I didn't get it.
Hold on. Let me consult my old uncle in the back of this movie theater as he coughs.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Anytime. God, he's so far back from me.
We're in the front row. He's all the way back where the projectionist. That's how he likes his movies.
Listen, he's just practicing social distancing, okay? Speaking of social distancing, we are not planning on socially distancing ourselves from this week's sexiest NPC of the week.
Ooh, we're gonna get this boy sick as fuck.
Sick.
This week's sexiest NPC of the week is another one that, like, we kind of didn't realize we didn't already name him as one of our sexiest NPCs of the week because he's damn sexy.
Ooh, this boy is so hot.
And this week, we are naming none other than Illidan Stormrage himself, honey.
Oh, my daddy. My papa?
Illidan!
Every Demon Hunter name ever.
I'm hot for Poppy today. Oh. I'm just gonna make sexual noises in the background thinking about my boy Illidan.
When I think of Illidan, I get real horny. Because he's got big horns.
And he's got 2 big horns for us, honey.
Girl, my favorite part about Illidan is he's got more holes than the average man, because he done plucked out his goddamn eyeballs.
What do you think his wings feel like? Imagine you're laying in bed with him at night, and he's like talking about his day and how bad it was, and you're just silently stroking his wings as he talks.
Probably pretty fleshy.
Leathery, maybe.
I would imagine pretty muscular. Like, you could be like, honey, you don't have to need to worry, especially when you got these big muscular wings. He's like, they are pretty muscular, aren't they? And it's like, ooh, daddy, these feel so good.
But, like, speaking of muscles, he also has, like, a 6, if not more, pack.
Yeah, and it's got more veins than my dick. But, like, actually, it's actually kind of scary how many veins are on his abs.
But actually, he's a full-grown man, so he probably has more veins than a penis.
What are you saying?
Also, his wings are pretty veiny, so, like, if his wings are veiny and he's veiny pretty much everywhere else, how veiny do you think his dick is?
It's nothing but veins. He's sacrificed everything. There's no pleasure anymore, champion. It's just rock hard for vengeance.
How many adults do you hang out with that are more veiny than a penis? Like, based off like what you can see, like, with their work clothes on. You know what I mean? Like, think about how veiny you think a person is. Like, it takes a lot to be veiny, right? Doesn't it?
I guess I've never really noticed the vascularity of those around me, but now I'll have to. So thanks, Papa Illidan.
Ooh. This is, honestly, maybe this was the main reason why I went back to my Demon Hunter. I just wanted to be close to Illidan. Like, those fingers, look at that pose. He's just a finger in a couple of good holes with that hand.
Ooh, but those nails, though, that would hurt.
Don't worry, he files them down before every sexual act. He knows what he has to do.
And then immediately regrows them?
No.
Yes.
No. I was going to say, are they, like, glued on? Are they, like, the acrylics that you apply?
No, you know what he does? He wears kitten caps. You could put them on cats' claws. They're like rubber. That way they're not like scratching up furniture and stuff. So maybe he uses those in his hands. Kitten mittens.
There we go. Yeah, I can see it.
Well, Illidan, you probably were not prepared for that one because we thought we already had done you, and so did you. Your award's in the mail. I'll see you in the Black Temple.
Come quarantine and chill with us, honey.
So that leads me to ask, which Illidan are we giving this to? Are we giving it to 2006 Illidan, who's at the top of the Black Temple? Are we giving this to 2018 Illidan, who's doing Devil May Cry combos on Sargeras right now?
There it is. 3 for 3,
there you go.
baby.
3 for 3, baby. Devil May Cry combos. You were waiting this whole time.
Honestly, yes. The answer is yes. Both incarnations are going to get the award, but they have to agree who shows up to the award show to potentially accept it.
So, in canon, are they two-time sexiest?
No, they are not. They are basically, they have to fight. Who the winner will show up at the award show. Only one can arrive.
Okay, well, in approximately 8.5 months, we will see who wins that duel.
And hopefully we don't forget, but like everything else, we will.
Please don't hold on to this bit, audience, because I've already forgotten it.
Or mail us to remind us so we don't forget, because we have the brains of chimpanzees.
What are we talking about again? Well, I think we're talking about our top toot bottom boot or medium moot of the week.
Ooh-hoo!
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Slidewhistle, what is your TTBBMM of the week?
This week I bring to you a very, very medium moot.
What is it?
Oh, no.
So your boy was on my Demon Hunter, Slidewhistle. I was at the bank clearing up my horrible bags. I literally had like 2 spaces left in my bag, so I had to fucking do another cleanup on another character. And as I'm cleaning my bags, I see a speech bubble appear next to me. Someone says, "Hello," period. And I was like, who's talking to me? And I'm the only one in there, other than him. And I see it's Star Greg from Kilrog. So I say, "Hey, what's up?" He goes, "How are you?" I say, "Good. Cleaning out my horrible, horrible bags." "How are you?" Star Greg looks at me and he says, "Bye," with 4 E's, and then leaves the auction house. Star Greg, what prompted you to say hi to me and just to leave me as I was asking you how your day was? I was both in a state of confusion and limbo, as if this was a good or bad interaction. Was my response not good enough? Or was it just adequate and he had somewhere to be? I'll never know, because we are a medium moot.
I think you're haunted.
I'm going to say overall, I thought the interaction was kind of funny.
It was funny, but on a personal level, it left me empty with no response.
We're going to need a response from him on the show. Watch out for next episodes when we have a full hour interview of why he said bye after a simple question.
Hopefully it's not haunting, as Aaron suggested. Star Greg from Kilrog, are you out there? Are you a listener? Please tell me, how was your day?
Bye!
No, please, I can't go back there again.
That's that's going to be the episode as we ask him a question. He goes, "Bye," and it's going to be 59 minutes of silence.
No. Okay, I'm going to go sad and cry. Aaron, what's your TTBBMM?
My top toot of the week is that through diligent effort, Cubbybub has achieved level 80.
Ooh, I hear a cheer in the background there.
Mm-hmm. She's actually, you know what? And I hate to say it, it's primarily top. It's a little medium because she has achieved level 80. So she's doing Pandaria, she's doing Catazone, stuff like that. We can do some old raids. The only medium aspect of it was she did find herself in Vashir, and I was like, "You gotta go. You gotta go now." And she's like, "I'll see what it's about." And she's still there. And I'm like, "Get out of there!"
Maybe she can join Slide's camp as being the only 2 people in the world that like it.
Wait a minute.
She has yet to utter as many and as I did when I went through Vashir, so maybe.
She likes it.
So that was my top moot of the week.
Whoa, that's a first.
And probably an only. Immune, what was your TTBBMM?
Well, your boy Immune has a bottom boot this week.
Oh no.
Well, yesterday we were in raid, and I guess, not only the 3 of us, but most of the world seems to be under self-quarantine as well, so rest of the world seems to be under self-quarantine as well, so it seems like the servers cannot handle the fact that everyone is coming back to WoW. And everyone is causing servers to crash. And I was in the middle of Prophet Skitra last night, and I disconnected. My WoW crashed, and it logged me out of BNet even. And I had to try to log back into BNet, and when I typed in my info back into BNet, it said that I had an 8-minute queue to log back into BNet.
What fucking year is it? 2005? Again?
Yeah, so I waited that while you guys killed a boss and a half, and then I finally finished that, and then I tried to when it finished logging in, BNet closed. I don't know where it went, but it was still in my taskbar, the little carrot in the bottom of my screen. So I clicked on that, and then I had to go through other windows, and then launch just WoW itself. So once I did that, then I was able to start signing into just WoW. But then I had an additional 5-minute queue waiting to log back into Proudmoore.
It's so weird because not only was that happening to you, but it happened to 3 or 4 other members of the raid. and Cubby Bub was playing next to me, and it kicked her out, and she had to wait like 20 plus minutes to just get back on BNet.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is, like, your boys and your girl Cubby Bub, like, we've been gamers this whole time, so, like, just because you guys have to stay inside now, like, don't make us wait in the queue. What the fuck?
Gamers, rise up and then sit back down at your computer to play video games.
Because you have a bad back, because you've gamed for too long. You've ruined your chances of being a physically fit person.
God, I feel that so much.
Literally same.
Whenever I sit down, I cross my leg, and then I stand up, and then my leg hurts. I'm like, why does my leg hurt? Oh, because I crossed it and I was sitting on it for 3.5 hours during raid. Ugh.
But yeah, that is my bottom boot of the week, and I hope that it's just this week, and I hope that, like, they fix these servers, or I hope that people, like, stop logging on when we need to raid or something. I don't know. I just was really annoyed by that.
Bonus update. As we were talking, Cubby Bub rode a turtle, and then a shark came and ate it, and she screamed, "I don't like this place anymore!"
Can you do me a favor? Can you ask Cubby Bub if she wants to ride a wolf? As like a mount.
Cubby Bub.
As a mount, not you. Not you. Let me clarify.
Cubby Bub, do you want to ride a wolf as a mount?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll tell her that she has one in the mail soon.
She goes, "Yay!"
I'm sending all of my listeners, aka our only live listener, Cubby Bub, a wolf in the mail. Everybody, please clap. All right, and with that, we're fucking out of here. I gotta make a... We have chili being made. Oh my god, before raid, yes. If you have any questions, comments, you want our chili recipe of our bean medley, send us emails at donotrelentlpod@gmail.com or tweet at us on Twitter at donotrelentlpod. What about you, bitches? Where can they find us with you guys on your internet, whatever's?
You can find me, Alex, or Immunization on Twitter at New Era Alex, or you can follow our podcast Instagram account at Do Not Relent.
You can find me, Aaron the Human, at The Bigacheesy on Twitter, and you can read our literary musings at livejournal.donotrelent.com.
We out of here. It's fucking chili time. See you guys next week. And remember...
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.
I should have said that I was gonna stir, and then I could have gotten a bite of the fucking chili. Fuck. God damn it. Ugh.
You royally fucked up.
I always secretly eat the chili, and he doesn't know I eat it.
Did you secretly eat the chili this time?
Oh god, how did he hear me?
Yeah, I have those wireless headphones now. I can hear what you guys say about me when I leave.
I legitimately forgot he was wearing the headphones that are wireless. So I saw him turn the corner with this big smirk on his face and these big stupid headphones. God damn it.